Hello, this is Mrs. Ridgway. We are going to, or I am going to cover the second session of Chapter 4 in Word. Please turn to page 30 and 31 and take a look at the newsletter that we will be completing. We will be working with pictures, editing pictures mostly. Turn to page 32. To create special text elements, such as a newspaper headline, you can use decorative text known as word art. Essentially, word art is text in a text box that is formatted with a text effect. To begin applying a text effect, you select the text that you want to format, and then you can choose from several pre-formatted text effects. You can also modify a text effect, and you can add a shadow or a glow effect. You can also change the outline color of the characters. You can change the character's fill color, that is the interior color of the characters. You can add rounded or beveled edges to the letters in word art. You can format word art text in 3D. And we can also transform the text into like waves or circles or other types of shapes. You can also rotate word art text because word art is in a text box, and we can use page layout and text wrap settings to place it anywhere we want on a page with text wrapped around it. Let's look at the bottom of page 32. Okay, so on my screen, I have zoomed up to about 100. The book is asking us to zoom to 120%. I have my non-printing characters displayed, and my rulers are also displayed. Step 2, at the bottom of page 32. On page 1, select the entire paragraph containing the Metropolitan Library System heading, including the paragraph mark. To avoid unexpected results, you should start by clearing any formatting from the text that you want to format as word art. So you'll do that next. Step 3, on the ribbon, click the Home tab. Make sure your ribbon is showing for Home tab. In the font group, we want to click the Clear All Formatting. It looks like a capital A with an eraser. The paragraph reverts to the normal style. Now we can convert the text into word art. Step 5, click the Insert tab at the top. In the text group to the right, click the Insert Word Art. Insert Word Art. The word gallery opens up. Position the pointer over the word art style that is second from the left. Second from the left in the top row. A screen tip describes some of its elements. It's showing fill, blue, accent color, one shadow. And if you look at the figure on page 4-33, look at the figure 20, showing you a picture of the word art button. Okay, now step 8, we're going to click the word art style, blue, accent color, let me click on this again, accent color, one shadow. The gallery closes and the text box containing the formatted text is displayed in the document now. Step 9, we want to make sure that the Drawing Tools Format tab is showing, and mine is up here at the top. In the Arrange group, we're going to click the Wrap Text command, Wrap Text. And then we're going to click on choosing top and bottom. Top and bottom. Note that for a word art text box that contains fewer characters, you might find that the square text wrap option works better. When wrapping text around an object on a page, it's often necessary to experiment until you find the best option. Click the Wrap Text button again. And let's make sure that we click Fix Position on Page if it's not clicked. Fix Position on Page. If necessary, drag the word art text box up to position it above the shaded paragraph using the top and left green guideline as necessary. So I'm going to drag it and move it towards the center, and the little green guideline appears. I'm going to drop. See if I can go up just a little bit more. Yeah, maybe right here. Save your document. Now we're going to modify the word art. When resizing word art, you need to consider both the font size of the text and the size of the text box that contains your word art. To resize the word art text box and to add some effects, this is what we do. Step 1, we're going to make sure the Drawing Tools Format tab is selected, and mine is at the top. Step 2, change the width of the text box to 7 inches. So I'm going to move to the far right. I'm going to click on size. Perhaps you see the size, height, and width already. Click in height. And the height should remain 0.93, but we want to change the width to 7. And press enter. Okay. By default, the text is centered within the text box, which is what this person wants us to do. Note, however, that you could use the alignment buttons on the Home tab to align the text any way you wanted within the text box borders. You could also increase the text font size so that it expands to span the full width of the text box. Instead, you will take advantage of the larger text box to apply a transform effect, which will expand and change the overall shape of the word art text. And then we'll make some additional modifications. Step 3, make sure the border of the word art text box is a solid line. Indicating that the text box is selected. Step 4, we're going to click on Text Effects button. Text Effects, it's in the Word Art Styles. Click on Text Effects, and this will display the Text Effects gallery, and we're going to point to Transform. So let's go down to Transform, and it brings up another gallery. Move the pointer over the options in the Transform gallery. Look at the different options and live preview. And then they would like for us to, when we're finished, we're going to position the pointer over chevron up effect. Chevron up. Let's see if it's this one. Okay, so it's the first row of the first column and the second row. Page 35, click the chevron up effect. And then in the Word Art Styles group, we're going to click the text fill arrow. Text fill, which is the top one, the top A, and we're going to click the arrow, to display the text field color gallery. Step 8, in the theme colors section of the gallery, we're going to click the square that is the 5th from the left in the 2nd row. From the bottom, okay, so I need to go down. From the bottom to select blue accent 1 darker 25%. So we're going to select it. Step 9, in the Word Art Styles group, we're going to click the text effects. So let's go back up here to text effects. And this time we're going to choose shadow. The shadow gallery appears on the screen, and we're going to choose the outer section. All right, so we're in this group, outer section. We're going to point to the top left option to display a screen tip that reads offset. Let's see if this is it. Offset bottom right. Yes. So we're going to choose this one. A shadow is added to the word art text on page 36. Note that the height of the text box that contains your word art, it increased slightly to 0.94. Let me look. Yes, it did. Step 12, click a blank area of the document and save the document. Now we're going to be working with pictures. Turn to page 37. We're going to start with cropping a picture. Keep in mind that whenever you insert a picture in a document, you should add the alt text or revise the default alt text as necessary. To insert the picture on page 1, we're going to click at the end of the first paragraph below Happy Birthday heading. So I'm assuming it's after lemonade, maybe. And the insertion point should be between, okay, let's see, birthday insertion point between and lemonade. Okay, happy birthday heading to position the insertion point between and lemonade. I guess that's where we're doing it right there. And the paragraph mark. Okay, yes. Normally, there's no need to be so precise about where you click before inserting a picture, but doing so here will ensure that your results match the results described in these steps that are exactly. So step 2, on the ribbon, we're going to click the Insert tab. Step 3, in the Illustrations group, click Pictures. And then navigate to your drive. And let's go find the Chapter 4 folder. Module. And within the module, we're going to choose Cupcakes and insert it into the document. The picture is inserted in the document as an inline object at this time. It is selected, and the Picture Tools Format tab is displayed on your ribbon. All right, so step 5, in the accessibility group, okay, I see it towards the middle underneath the References tab. We're going to click Alt Text button. And this opens the Alt Text pane. Delete the alt text and the sentence below it. Well, I don't have anything in it, so we're just going to simply type 3 cupcakes with candles. And then without the period, and then we're going to close the alt text pane. Scroll down if necessary so you can see the entire picture. I can see mine. Okay, now we're going to crop the picture. In the size group on the format ribbon, click the crop arrow and display the crop menu, and then we're going to point to the crop to shape. Crop to shape. A gallery of shapes will display, and step 2, we're going to choose the lightning bolt. The lightning bolt, which is under basic shapes next to the heart. Oh boy, the picture takes on the shape of a lightning bolt with everything outside the lightning bolt shape cropped off. Obviously, this isn't a useful option for our picture, but cropping to shapes can be very effective with pictures in informal documents, such as party invitations or posters. Especially if you then use the behind text wrapping options so that the document text flows over the picture. Okay, now we're going to Control+Z, Control+Z, which it'll undo the lightning bolt that we added. We're back to where we were. Step 4, in the size group, we're going to click crop. We're going to choose crop in the menu. Dark black sizing handles appear around the picture border. Position the pointer directly over the middle sizing handle on the right border. Okay, I'm in the middle, and it turns, the shape changes to what you see here in the book on step 5. Step 6, we're going to press and hold down the mouse button, and we're going to drag the pointer slightly left. All right, so we're going to hold down the mouse button, and then we're going to slightly, it turns into a plus. The pointer changes to a plus. And we're going to drag the pointer towards the left until the picture border aligns with the 4-inch marker on your horizontal ruler. So just get as best you can. And then release. When the picture looks like the one that's showing in figure 424, release the mouse button. And then just ignore the text wrapping for right now. Step 9, we're going to drag the middle sizing handle on the left border to the right until the border aligns with the 1.5 inch mark. Oh, okay. We're going, let's see here. Yep. Okay, I'm not sure if this is correct, but we will keep on. Oh, I see, looking at this other page, okay. All right, so we drag it to 1.5 inch mark on the horizontal ruler or close to it. The picture now takes up much less space, but it's not exactly a square. So to ensure a specific ratio, you can crop the picture by changing the aspect ratio. That is the ratio of the width to the height. So let's do that right now. Step 10, in the Adjust group. In the Adjust group, we're going to click Reset Picture arrow. So we're going to move to the left, and we're going to click on the arrow for reset, and we're going to reset the picture and the size back to its original. It returns to the original state. Step 11, in the size group, we're going to click the crop arrow, and we're going to choose aspect ratio. And we would like a 1-to-1 ratio square. So we're going to click 1-to-1 ratio. The picture is cropped to a square shape. Turn to page 40. It should look like what you see on page 40. Click anywhere outside the picture to deselect. And complete the cropping procedure. Okay, so now we're going to move down. We're on page 40. To change the picture's position and its wrapping, we're going to change the zoom level to 1 page. So I'm going to view, and I'm changing it to 1 page. And then I'm going to click the picture itself to select it. On the ribbon, click the Picture Tools format at the top. Again, you have to click the picture first in order to see the Format tab. In the Arrange group, we're going to click the Position button. So we're looking for Position button. And this displays the position gallery. Step 4, move the pointer over the various icons. Okay. Notice you get the live preview. Observe how it changes. Step 5, we're going to choose position in middle right. Okay, position in middle, let me move over this way, middle right with square text wrapping. Okay, so it's this one here. The picture moves to the middle of the page along the right margin. By default, it is formatted with square text wrapping, so the text wraps to its left, following its square outline. Step 6, in the Picture Styles group, click the Simple Frame White. Picture Styles group. Okay, I'm going to click this right here. Oh, okay, Picture Styles. Click the wrong one. Convert. Let's see what this one up here is. Picture, oh, Quick Styles. Okay, so it's Quick Styles. And in the Picture Styles group, choose the Quick Styles and then choose Simple Frame White. It's probably this one, Simple Frame White. And this puts a white frame around our picture. All right, on page 41, your final step is to resize the picture. So in the size group, click the height and type 1.3. Press enter. And then say the setting and both the shape and the height. Okay, because of the ratio, it's 1-to-1, and when you change the height to 1.3, it also changes the width to 1.3, ensuring that the picture it retains its square shape. Click anywhere in the document to deselect the picture, and then save your document. Okay, we're on page 42. The cupcake picture is finished. And so now we're going to insert a picture of a bookmobile near the bottom of page 1. If you don't already have the pictures you need for your document stored as an image file, you can look for pictures online. You can also look for 3D models, which are illustrations created using 3D animation techniques that you can rotate in 3 dimensions. We're going to click the Online Pictures button, and you would click on that to start your search. Now let's see what they're wanting us to do on page 43. Be sure to read about clip art and read about 3D models at the bottom of page 42, top of page 43. Now, we're going to insert a picture in the newsletter, so zoom in so you can read the document text at the bottom of page 1. Let me close this box. And then click at the end of the paragraph below the Getting Around Town heading to position the insertion point between early April. Okay, here's my getting around town. Oh, right here. We're going to click insertion point between early April and the mark. Okay, so right there, the paragraph mark. Now we're going to change the zoom to multiple pages. So go to view and choose multiple pages so you can see the entire document. Then we're going to click the insert tab. In the illustrations group, we're going to click, okay, so I guess we're not going online. We're going to click pictures button and navigate back to your Word Chapter 4 module folder and click the image support WD4 Bookmobile. So here it is, and we're going to insert it. And then click the insert button, which we did. Okay, now the inline picture is part of this line of text, so the entire line moves to the new page 2 to make room for the picture. All right, and so I'm looking at the bottom of page 43. All right, now on page 44, we're going to change the alt text for the image to Bookmobile, and then we're going to close. All right, so we're going to alt text, and we're going to type Bookmobile without a period. Without the period, and then we're going to close. Because the picture is too large to fit on page 1, the line that contains the insertion point jumps to page 2 with the picture displayed below the text. All right, so the picture is selected already, and it has its border with its handles. And so step 7, we're going to go up to Arrange Group, and we're going to click Wrap Text. Okay, we can also do it right here with this little box, but they want us to click Wrap Text, and we're going to choose Tight. Tight. The picture is now a floating object, and it has moved back up to page 1. Step 8, we're going to drag the picture to the bottom of page 1 and position it so the Getting Around Town heading wraps above the picture and the text below the heading wraps to the right of the picture. All right, so I'm going to drag this down. Okay, right there. All right, so be sure to move it over so it's aligned with Getting Around Town. All right, let's see what they want us to do next. We'll picture text below. Okay, step 9, click the Layout Options button. All right, so we're going to click this little button right here. Make sure that we click on Fix Position on the page, and you'll see the anchor appears. It appears on the screen. We're on page 45. We're going to be rotating a picture. You can quickly rotate a picture by dragging the rotation handle that appears on the picture's border when the picture is selected. Okay, the handle is right up here. I'm pointing to it, and when I place my mouse on it, well, let me go ahead and close this box right here. When I place my mouse up here, this right here is the rotation handle. To access some preset rotation options, you can simply click on the Rotate Objects button, which is up here in the Arrange group. And it's probably this one right here I'm looking at. Yep, Rotate Objects button. So you could do it that way, or you can use the rotation handle. Okay, so the person only wants to rotate the picture 90 degrees to the right. So let's do that. Bottom of page 45, we're going to change the zoom level to 120. There we go. And then we're going to scroll down so that we we can see the bottom half of page 1, which I've got here on my screen. We're going to click on the Bookmobile picture to make sure that your handle is around the picture, and then you can see your rotation handle at the top. Step 3, we're going to drag the position down to the right until the Bookmobile rotates to a horizontal position, and then we're going to release the mouse. All right, so we're going to drag to the right until it's horizontally placed. Okay, now let's flip to page 46. Drag the Bookmobile picture right so its left edge aligns below the left edge of Getting Around Town heading, and 2 lines of paragraph text wrap above it. All right, so we're going to move it this direction, even with the left margin, and then we only want 2, there we go, 2 lines above the picture. Okay, now we're going to save the document. That's step 5. So go up to your quick access toolbar and save. Now we're going to be adjusting a picture. The adjust group, if you look to the left and look for the adjust group provides several tools for adjusting a picture's overall look. Make sure that the Bookmobile picture is still selected and that the picture tools format is up above, and mine is, okay. And then step 2 in the adjust group, so we're going to move to the left, the adjust group, we're going to click the corrections button. And then we're going to move the pointer over the various options in the corrections gallery so you can get a look of the live preview. Get an idea of the brightness and the contrast. So you can use the corrections gallery to sharpen or to soften a picture's focus, or to simply adjust its brightness. They want us to, the book wants us to press escape, so press escape. You were just to look at it. Step 6, in the adjust group, now we're going to click on artistic effects and move your pointer around so that you can get an idea of the different artistic effects that are available. Isn't that pretty cool? On page 47, we are to press the escape key. So escape to get rid of the gallery. In the adjust group, we're going to click the compress pictures button. I believe it might be this top one, yes. This opens the compress picture dialog box. In the resolution portion of the dialog box, you can select the option that reflects the purpose of your document. Compressing pictures reduces the file size of the Word document, but can result in some loss of the detail. So you want to be cautious. To compress all the pictures in a document, you would deselect the Apply Only to this picture checkbox, is what you would do. Right now I have Apply Only to this picture, and then now they want us to cancel. So we were just to look at this and cancel. Now we're ready to remove the green background from the Bookmobile picture. And so to do that, I'm at the bottom of page 47. Use your zoom slider and go to about 180. Make your picture 180%, and then scroll as necessary to display your Bookmobile picture. In the adjust group, we're going to click remove background. So let's click on remove background. Let's turn the page, page 48. The part of the picture that Word considers to be the background turns purple, and the background removal tab appears on the ribbon. Notice that the front and the back ends of your Bookmobile are purple, indicating that Word considers them to be part of the background, which we know that it is not. So on the background removal tab, okay, the background removal tab, we're going to click the Mark Areas to Keep. Mark Areas to Keep button. And then we're going to move the drawing pointer over the Bookmobile. You can use this pointer to click any areas you want to keep. So move the pointer over a purple area on the left side of your Bookmobile and click the mouse button. The area you click loses the shading so you can see the Bookmobile clearly. To give the image a clean line on the left, do not click the bump at the back of this Bookmobile. Okay, so it's good to know that. I would have thought to go ahead and do that little bump. Click the other major shaded spots on the right. Okay, so I'm going to click here. And here. Okay. So I clicked twice is what I did. Now we're going to accept the changes that we made to the picture. Okay, and then we're going to, so we're going to keep the changes. There we go. And then we're going to, the background is removed from the picture, leaving only the image of the Bookmobile with no green background. Now the text wrapping follows the curved shape of the Bookmobile. Although the Bookmobile might overlap some letters, depending on exactly where you position the Bookmobile, some of the text might now wrap to its left. All right, on page 50, change the zoom to 100%. So that you can see the entire Bookmobile. Step 9, we're going to change the picture's height to 1.5 inches. So the height, 1.5 inches. Oops, didn't get my 1.5. There we go. And then we're going to, I'm going to press enter. And then we're going to drag the Bookmobile as necessary so that the text wraps similarly to the text that you see here in the figure. And then we're going to click anywhere in the document to deselect the picture. All right, so we're going to drag, and we don't want to go too far past this margin. And we want it to wrap around. Okay, now I'm going to try to make it look like, so I'm going to go down. We'll go back up. Okay, so maybe go back some. So okay. Don't be concerned if you can't get the text wrapping to match exactly. The most important thing is that when you are finished, the heading, A Fond Farewell, should be positioned at the top of page 2. Is it? Yes. Also, at least 2 lines of text should wrap above the mobile. Okay, I have 2, at least 2. Go up some. Okay, so I'm done my best. And then finally, we might need to adjust the Bookmobile's position slightly so it doesn't overlap any of the text. So I've pretty well tried to get in there, and I'm going to deselect, and I can see most of the book stops. Yep, I can see it all. Okay, now we're going to be adding, this is a new feature we're going to be adding an icon, and this is a new feature for Microsoft Office 2019. So let's look at page 51. Page 51. Streamlined drawings known as icons, available through the icons button, which is in the illustrations group on the Insert tab. After you add an icon to a document, you can fine-tune it by changing its feel and its outline colors. Note that to work with icons, your computer must be connected to the internet. Okay, so page 51, number 1, we're going to change the zoom level to 20. Make sure you deselect the picture. And then we're going to, oh, maybe I can move this down some. Okay, like they said, don't be concerned if you can't get it all. Okay. Okay, so zoom to 120%. Scroll to display the middle of page 2. You'll insert the icon in the blank space in the margin. Okay, so down here, below the text box. So click at the end of the paragraph below the "Heard any good books lately?" Position to insert the point between listed below. All right, let's see, listed below. Oh, okay, down here, the very last one. On the ribbon, click Insert tab, and then choose Icons. The Insert Icons dialog box opens with a list of your icon categories on the left and a gallery of icons for this selected category on the right. They want us to explore the options in the Insert Icons gallery. So let's just click underneath, just click a few of these so you can get an idea. And then step 6, we're going to choose Technology and Electronics. Technology and Electronics. And then click the headphones icon. The border around the icon, it has a check mark, yes. And then we're going to click Insert. The headphones icon is inserted, and it's currently an inline object at the end of the paragraph. So we need to add the words headphones for the alt text. So click on alt text. Oh, okay, so it is showing headphones is correct, so you don't need to change it. So instead, let's just close the alt text box. In the Arrange group, we're going to click Wrap Text. So let's go up here to the Arrange and click Wrap Text. The Inline with Text option is selected. Because the icon is still an inline picture, the Move with Text and Fixed Position on Page options are grayed out. Oh, I see that. And so they're not available. So we're going to click In Front of Text. Okay, and then we're going to close the Wrap Text menu. Click the Wrap Text button again. I'm going to click right here. And then click Fix Position on the page. The picture appears layered on top of the document text. We can drag it anywhere now that we've made it, since we've changed it from inline. So we're going to move it over. Okay, it says drag the icon to the left to center it in the white space below the text box in the margin. We're going to kind of make sure it's kind of centered, you know, top and bottom. And then we're going to apply a graphic style and enlarge the icon. Okay, so in the graphic styles group, right up here at the top, we're going to click the More button to open the graphic styles gallery. And we're going to point to several of these icons so you can see the live preview. And then we're going to choose Colored Fill, Accent 5, Dark 1, Outline. There's the no outline and there's the outline. So we're going to choose the outline. Step 2 in the styles group, we're going to click on Graphics Effects. We're going to choose Glow and then choose Glow 8 Point Orange. So we know it's in the orange. Let's see if this is 5 point, 8 point, orange, accent, 2, effect. Okay, on page 53, change the icon's height to 1.5. So we're going to go to the height and type in 1.5. In the size group, we changed it to 1.5. Because the icon has a square aspect ratio, its width also changed to 1.5. Drag the icon as necessary to make sure that it's centered in the white space below the text box in the margin. Okay, see the little green line appears? Shows me that it is centered. Okay, on page 53, be sure to read Working with Digital Picture Files. It lists the most common types of bitmap files, and so go down and read these. Bottom of page 53, this is always very important to do when you're working with columns. To balance the columns on a page, that is to make them equal length, you insert a continuous section break at the very end of the last column. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Control plus End to get to the very end, okay, of the list, and we're going to insert a continuous break. So let's go up here and locate, I think it's Layout, yes, and then Breaks, and then Continuous, and then notice how it balances the columns. Okay, the word balances the text between the 3 columns. Enhancing the newsletter's formatting. A newsletter is a good opportunity to take advantage of some of Word's flashier formatting options, such as adding a page border and changing the theme colors. To make the newsletter even more eye-catching, we can do this. So on page 55, we're going to change the theme colors and insert a border around both pages of the newsletter. Change the zoom to multiple pages, so click on View, and then Multiple Pages, so you can see them side by side. Then click on the Design tab. In the Document Formatting group, we're going to click the Colors button, so kind of move to the right a little bit. Click on Colors, scroll down, and then click the green. Okay, here's green. The colors of the various documents, okay, colors, they change. The different document elements, such as the text boxes, the icon, the headings, and so forth, changes to reflect the new theme colors. Bottom of page 55, step 4 in the page background group. Okay, so we're going to move to the far right. We're going to click Page Borders. Page Borders. And then this will bring up borders and shading for a look at the tab for page border. And we're going to choose in the Settings section, Box Setting. Step 6, click the color arrow. So we're going to go down here and Click color. We're going to choose green accent 1. Let's see, it may be the first one. Green, yes, first green on the top. And then we're going to click OK. Then we're going to click OK. And we now have a border, a page border. Okay, turn to page 56. Compare the newsletter to session 4.1 visual overview and adjust the position of various elements as necessary to make your newsletter match the visual overview as closely as possible. So you're going to flip over and you're going to do that. And then after you do that, we're going to save the document. So we're going to go right here and we're going to click Save. Now on the ribbon, click the Home tab, and then let's click on the Show Hide to remove the non-printing characters. Change your zoom to 120. And let's see, and then scroll to display page 2. This one is page 2 right here. On page 2, in the sentence above the heading, Classics in Audio Form, okay, right above here, we're going to replace Theo Jordan, right here, with your first and your last name. If your name is long enough to cause the sentence to flow to the second line, use only your first initial and your last name. Okay, now save the document. And then this is complete. Now, for this chapter, you're going to save the document, and then you're going to turn around and also save it as a PDF. PDF is portable document format file, and it contains an image showing exactly how a document will look when it's printing. Okay, so to do that, we're going to save this same newsletter as a PDF. We're going to click File, and then in the navigation pane, we're going to click Export. And then we're going to click Create PDF or an XPS. The Publish as PDF or XPS dialog box opens up. If necessary, navigate to the location specified. Okay, so we're just going to save it here. And then on page 57, we're going to click, let's see, we want to publish. So, oh, we need to click on Create. Okay, and then we're going to, it's already got the name. We're going to click Publish. Scroll down and review the PDF. Okay, and then close the document. In Word, close the document, saving the changes if necessary, but keep Word running. All right, so I'm going to close this. And then I'm going to File. And I'm going to go down to Close. This closes the document, but keeps Word running. Let's see what they have us doing. To open the PDF in Word, open the ribbon, click the File tab. Oh, okay, so File tab. On the ribbon, click the File tab, okay, and then click Open. And then navigate to the Word 4 module folder. Well, I basically have it right here. So, oh, okay, they have us navigate to the Word 4 module folder. All right, so we're going to this PC. Nope, I got to browse to go to my H. Okay, so I'm here. And then we're going to go to the word for. All right, so let's look for word for. Here it is. If necessary, click the arrow to the right of the file name box and then click all files. Okay. What we're wanting to do is bring up support listening. Support listening. Click OK. Then we're going to click File tab. We're going to choose Save As. And so that was a PDF that we brought up, and we're going to save it as just a regular document. So we're going to verify that Word document appears. So we're going to save it on this PC. Maybe browse. Yeah, browse. Make sure that it's showing Word document right here where it says Save As Type. And then we're going to save this as WD4 listening revised. And then save. Okay, we now have our original PDF file, and then we changed the PDF. We also saved a copy of it as a Word document. Okay, so this concludes session 2 of chapter 4.